Hey, how's everyone doing there tonight? This is Undead Nightmare 24 back with a video. Hope everyone's doing well out there and having a great midweek here. I am going to have a Wednesday night review of a film I just watched earlier. I'm going to give you my personal opinion and thoughts on the film and just discuss about the film, like I said. So, everyone sit back, relax, enjoy, and let's get this started. My review for this Wednesday night is going to be 1977's House. This is a Criterion edition. I just picked this up like a couple weeks ago, and it was recommended to me by Christian's Hobby Blog. Guys, please check out his channel. He has an awesome channel. So I decided to pick this up, got it, watched it, and now here comes the review. So let's get it going. It's directed by Nobuhiko Obayashi. I'm bad at pronouncing Asian names, so apologize for that, but he directed films such as Turning Point from 1994 and Sada from 1998. He also directed like commercials and short films, what I was seeing there. Let's get into the plot of this film. I'm going to first say that I can't even comprehend this movie. It's so crazy, it'd probably take me multiple times to, and probably still then I wouldn't understand the movie. It's batshit crazy. Let's get into the plot of the film. So it's basically, you got these two friends. You got, her name's Gorgeous. It's a real beautiful young lady, and then she has a best friend named Fantasy, which is, I thought those names were pretty cool. And they're pretty much complimenting each other. They're best friends. They're talking about their plans as school's ending. They're going into a summer vacation. You got Gorgeous, who she said she's going with her dad on vacation. He's like a film producer, something like that, and she's real excited about it. And then you got her friend Fantasy's going with friends to like an inn or something like that. They're gonna go have their own little get together for the summer. So they're always telling her she's lucky. She has like an awesome life. I mean, they have money, you could tell. So when she gets home, she's excited. She's talking with her dad, and her dad breaks a bombshell kind of news. He tells her that he's found another woman. I mean, her mom died years back, like I think it was 8 years ago. So he breaks the news to her, and she doesn't take it very well. She runs away to her room, pretty much just crying. She's pretty much mad at him, pretty much saying she hates him now, and you could tell she was real close to him. So she goes back to pretty much school, and she decides she wants to go to a trip to her aunt's house, who she hasn't seen in years. And it's the relative of the mom, of course, and she wants to meet her, how she hasn't seen her in years, and she talks her friends into it. So they pretty much go to this house out in the countryside, and they're excited to see it. They get there, and there's this real lot of guy that's selling watermelons. He's telling them that the lady would be happy to see them, but he's real like deceiving. So they get to this house, and as soon as they arrive to this house, they find the aunt in a wheelchair. And it doesn't take long after that to realize that she's kind of, creepy and suspect at the same time. So as they get in there, they're enjoying themselves, and then strange events start to happen. Illusions take place throughout the house. You have like pretty much they're seeing like, there's a scene where pretty much a girl goes, they have a watermelon, they brought a watermelon, and they take it to this well where they pretty much have it cool down there because they don't want to leave it in the fridge. And as this girl's pulling it up, there's like a head that flies out and pretty much bites her. It's real horrifying and dreamlike. And then they have another situation where the Gorgeous, the niece, she's in a bath, and you have this hair coming out from her, and she sees it, and she's like kind of like, am I seeing things? It's just an illusion. They don't want to believe it, but more crazy stuff starts to happen throughout the house, and they start to panic. They start to pretty much disappear, picked off one by one randomly and disappear, and it starts to worry. And since there, it just takes a whole trip through this demented house, and you see all kinds of like unbelievable stuff happening pretty much throughout the house. And it leads to a story where she's pretty much brought there for a reason, the niece Gorgeous, and you have Fantasy, who's trying to survive through this house. And it has other cool names throughout the film too of the girls. You have one called Melody, She's pretty much eaten by a fucking piano. I thought that was awesome and creepy at the same time, and it has her like fingers playing the piano while she's getting decapitated. It was real awesome. And then you have another one, Kung Fu. She knows Kung Fu. I really liked her character. You have one called Sweet. She's just like this sweet, I guess, sweet and charming girl. And then you got one called Mac, and all she does is eat. And I thought that was pretty funny. I thought it was like mac and cheese. She was named after, but when I watched the documentary, it's actually she's named Mac after stomach. Stomach, so it's like stomach, the end of stomach. So that explains it. And yeah, there's other characters, I forgot their names, but anyways, they have real cool names. Like I like the name Fantasy, and Gorgeous. It fits them, their characters. But yeah, look, overall, that's all I could give away in this film without giving spoilers. It is a batshit crazy film, and I did enjoy it. Now let's get into about the film, some stuff that I liked. I like like I said, it's like a dreamlike fantasy atmosphere in it. You also got excellent cinematography, man. I thought that was awesome. You have like these scenes where they just kind of slide out like a slideshow, like see on camera. Slideshow, I can't talk here. And then you have like this camera where it just turns into a little circle and the rest of the screen goes black. I thought that was unique. You have like this fast motion of the film as well. You have a guy that pretty much falls and he has a bucket stuck to his butt. It's pretty hilarious. He can't get it out. He said he has to go to the hospital for it. Got a floating head just coming out of a well. I thought that was cool. And then you got like pretty much like this haunted. I'd say if I could put this film together, I really can't, but I would say it's kind of like a poltergeist mixed with Alice in Wonderland, like a dreamlike fantasy horror film. Yeah, and then it's you got like cartoon-like scenes. The film turns cartoon. It looks real dreamlike. Just great setting and atmosphere in this film. It was filmed real nice, and it gives you that scene throughout it. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I did watch the documentary, and it says that the director used to make like commercials and short films, and then he got called to make this film. He was watching like Jaws and all them in the U.S., and he said, I need to make a film that suspenseful like Spielberg, and he pretty much wanted it different. He's like, I can't go with that same thing like sharks and animals because it's repetitive. You'll go to a bear, to some different other killer animals, and he wanted it to be unique. So he pretty much in the documentary said he went to his 10-year-old daughter and asked her like he said that kids have the best imagination and make a great film, so he'd ask her like scary stuff that's happened throughout her life, and she let him know. For example, she tells him, I was looking in the mirror and just wondering what happened if my reflection would look back at me, and that'd just be scary. And he right away wrote it down. He's like, I'm taking that, that's a good idea. So he got ideas from his 10-year-old daughter, which I thought was real unique way to make a film, because it does feel like fantasy and dreamlike. Also, the director calls it a fantasy horror film, which I saw both. I saw this as like a fantasy film, but also had horror in it, so I agree. And then the writer completely disagreed. He said he didn't see this film like a horror film because they worked on this film together. He said he pretty much saw it as a fantasy film brought to life. So there was two different opinions there. I did see it as both a fantasy horror film. So yeah, this film is definitely one of a kind. It's one you won't see made nowadays. It's definitely, I could see it as a cult classic, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to give it the undead approval. This film gets it, and I would watch this film multiple times. I am going to have to comprehend it. So thanks Christian there for recommending this film. Had a blast watching it. Everyone hit a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you've seen the film, no spoilers in the comments. Hope everyone's having a great midweek. This is Undead Nightmare 24. Everyone have a great night and stay kind to each other. Keep it horror. Peace.
House. スイート、私あなたを救えなかった。I see in your eyes where tomorrow is hiding in my heart. There's a 怖いのよ、日の光が。